Eastern Michigan visiting our NMU Wildcats, and 3 prospects were in the stands, including a nice 4-star athlete. NMU struck first with a short tutty pass from Klink to Calvin Mentor. Mentor then struck again later with a 40-yard catch and run that set up a field goal before halftime. Then it was Jace 5 finding his way into the end zone for a 32-yard score to extend the lead to 17 in the third. And the final score added a field goal to each side as NMU defends their home field 20-3 to stay undefeated behind TNJ's 4 sacks. In recruiting, we signed a couple of more prospects for the recruiting class. Northern Michigan then travels to winless Bowling Green, and to open the game up, Klink launches a rocket downfield, showing the arm for a touchdown to Bruce E. Bowling Green then gets on the board with 3, and Klink answers with a touchdown pass to Christoph Hornsby for the 14-3 lead. Klink to Rigoberto Ramirez gets the offense in range for this throw to Calvin Mentor, who is so wide open, you could park a 757 between him and a defender. Then, after the defense holds again, Klink finds Hornsby for 23 and Rigo Ramirez for 17, and then he goes right back to Rigoberto for his 4th passing score of the half and a 28-3 halftime lead. Third quarter, Klink rolls right and finds Hornsby in the back of the end zone for 6 more Wildcat points. Bowling Green fans, there's a little bit of silver lining as quarterback Wyatt Graham makes this crazy fadeaway throw to Alex Cochran for a 21-yard score. But on a 3rd and 21, Rigoberto Ramirez makes a clutch grab for 25 yards and a first down. The drive then continued until Klink threw an interception and Bowling Green maybe had a chance? Except the defense held and Calvin Mentor had a nice punt return. That set up Klink for another touchdown pass, his NMU record 6th in the game, to Jace 5. Another school record was later broken when Baza Beatson ran his 43rd career rushing touchdown in to make it a 49-10 win on the road for the Wildcats. After the blowout win, 4 more recruits sign on, including a punter who's going to be next year's starter after Jacques Nitris will graduate. Snow game in the Dome, which I know the comment section loves, as NMU hosts Buffalo. Klink gets started fast again with an 18-yard strike to Lee Bowen for the first touchdown, and soon after came a short 7-yard strike to Calvin Mentor for the second one. Buffalo then cut the lead in half with a Derek Franz 3-yard touchdown run, but Calvin Mentor answers back by taking the ensuing kickoff 107 yards to the house for a tutty. Ensuing Buffalo possession, Franz with the football, and he tosses it behind the pitchman. TNJ is able to scoop it up and take it in for another NMU touchdown. Before the half, Klink rolled to his right and he was under heavy pressure before getting it away to tight end Rigo Ramirez for a 5-yard score to give the Wildcats a 35-7 halftime lead. But after a Buffalo field goal, Klink is under pressure, rolling right, and he launches one into the end zone for an interception. That would lead to Rob Collins hitting pay dirt from 3 yards out to get the game within 18. Baza Beatson takes a handoff and eats 28 yards of field for Klink to hit Rigo Ramirez for his 4th touchdown pass of the game as he leads the Wildcats to a 42-17 win at home. The win got us a brand new wide receiver recruit, and we're going to need some of those as 4 of ours are seniors right now. Central Michigan visits Northern Michigan with some beefy linemen in the stands in attendance. The dangerous return man, Calvin Mentor, takes the opening kickoff, gets a wall of blockers up the left side of the field for a 106-yard opening kickoff return for a touchdown. What a start. Later in the first, Klink hits Jace 5 for a 33-yard touchdown strike and a 2-score lead. Early second, CMU punting it away to Calvin Mentor, and that's a mistake as he takes that up the left side of the field as well for a little deja vu and an 87-yard punt return touchdown. Before the half, Klink hit Bruce E down the right sideline for 30, but when he tries it again, he's picked off by Span inside the 5. Third quarter, Klink hits Jace 5 right side for a gain of 30, then again on a slant for a gain of 19 before finally finishing the drive with a 6-yard touchdown pass to Rigoberto Ramirez. In the fourth, Kyle Burns passes to Nari Biggins. That ends the Wildcat shutout bid, but it's still a 28-7 NMU win to get to 10-0 on the season. 2 games remain in the regular season, and Kent State's visiting the Wildcats with some decent prospects invited into the stands. NMU is driving when middle linebacker Steve Lawson of Kent State makes the interception to prevent the points. This gives Kent State offense a little bit of momentum, and quarterback Chris Craig goes on a long scramble all the way in for the first score of the game. Klink then throws one across the middle that's picked off by corner Andy Hill as he was trying to get it to the playmaker Mentor, and that pick six is going to make it a 14-point lead for the Golden Flashes. Upset alert, but this NMU offense is too high flying for that, and Christoph Hornsby runs a perfect route to leave the Kent State defense in the absolute dust for an 80-yard touchdown to cut the lead in half. Craig then tries to get one to his playmaker, and Kaz Cray makes the play for the interception. NMU ball in the red zone. Klink then scrambles to his left, trying to outrun defenders, and he sneaks into the end zone for a touchdown to tie the ball game at 14. Craig then drops back to throw and has it intercepted again. This time it's A.J. Williams, and the Wildcat offense got the ball back. Klink rolled right looking for a man, and he hit Calvin Mentor in the end zone for the lead. Down 14, NMU rolls right back to lead it 21-14 at the half. Kent State got the game within 4, but in the fourth quarter, Klink took it on a read option keeper and dove it into the end zone, and the Wildcat offense really lit it up as Rigoberto Ramirez Jr. catches a short touchdown pass, and Bruce Ski gets wide open for a beauty from Klink, and a fifth touchdown pass from the senior quarterback went to Jace Fye late in the game to complete the 48-17 rout of the Golden Flashes and send NMU to 11-0 behind Klink's 7 total touchdowns. Final game of the season for the Wildcats on the road at their main rival, Western Michigan. Wasn't a great start as Klink was under pressure and missed an open man to throw it to Lee Bowen instead, short of the marker on a 4th down. Western with the ball, and Cornelius Jenkins picks off Hrabowski to get the ball back for the Wildcats. The NMU offense then uses that momentum to roll downfield and cap it off with a Klink pass to Nick Pierce for the lead. Not a name we call often. After a Bronco field goal, Klink rolls left and ends the NMU drive with an interception to Brian Valentine. Defense then makes the stop for NMU, and that high-flying offense came to play with a long toss to wide open Christoph Hornsby, who takes it all the way in for a score and a new school record as Klink throws his 31st touchdown of the season, beating his freshman total of 30. Hrabowski has TNJ breathing down his neck, gets it away, and it's picked off by Sav Rambo, who's going to stroll in a clear lane to the end zone for 6 more NMU points. Then later, Klink throws a beauty to Lee Bowen for 17 yards and another Wildcat touchdown. And the NMU defense holds the score to beat down WMU 28-3 and complete the undefeated regular season. So next up, the MAC title game. MAC title game at Ford Field on tap. It's Miami, Ohio, taking on the country's top team, Northern Michigan. Redhawks strike first with a 19-yard pass from Avion Smith to Ben Williams. Igor Ingoff comes in a little bit later for one play because he has good legs, and he finds Lee Bowen, who takes it upfield to the pylon for a 27-yard score, knotting the game up at 7. Missed field goal by the Redhawks leads to a short yardage tutty by Baza Beatson, giving the Wildcats a halftime lead. To open the second half, Cornelius Jenkins gets the better of an underthrown ball by Avion Smith for an interception, and he returns it back to enemy territory. Calvin Mentor gets all alone for an easy pass from Klink to convert another NMU touchdown, and the Red Hawk defense knows they're in trouble. They weren't entirely wrong as Baza Beatson would later score on a short run. However, it's the defense who holds the 28-7 victory, but the Wildcats on course for a Cinderella national championship appearance. Sam Adams II of the Washington Huskies wins the Heisman with over 2,000 all-purpose yards and 35 touchdowns. TNJ wins the Chuck Bednarik, Bronco Nagurski, and Vince Lombardi awards. Coach FG wins AP Coach of the Year for this incredible Cinderella season, and it will be 12-1 SEC champion Georgia in the national championship game. What chances do you think the Wildcats have in this one? Put that in the comments. Binge some playlists here, and thank you to all the channel members. Special shout out to TKlink24 for being the only franchise quarterback. Love y'all.